If you're planning to study in Germany, you're probably wondering which city is actually the best one for students. Today, I'm showing you which cities are the best student cities in Germany, and I'm gonna explain for each of these cities 3 different categories: university and education, cost of living, as well as student life and culture. But some of these rankings might completely surprise you, so make sure you watch until the end. I'll be honest with you, all of these cities have cool parks, good quality of life, several universities and so on, so I'm not gonna mention these generic things that you can expect anyway. We're only gonna look at the things that set them apart from other cities, really covering the important things if you want to get a distinct picture from how these cities are unique. And if something is bad about a city, I will of course say it. By the way, this is based on a study of this website where internationals rated different cities. So if you feel offended because your favorite city is not in there, complain to them. Just kidding, check out their website. I think they're doing an amazing job. So first of all, number 10 is Hamburg. Why is it Hamburg? Hamburg is Germany's second largest city and honestly just one of the most beautiful ones. It is a major port city, and what makes it so special is its charm that you can only get in ports and along the ocean. And we don't have a huge coastline in Germany, so this one is special. The University of Hamburg is the city's largest and most prestigious university, attracting students from all over the world. Similarly, the Technical University of Hamburg specializes in engineering, logistics, and sustainability. For students interested in applied sciences, the Hamburg University of Applied Sciences is perfect with hands-on education in engineering, media, and design. If you don't know the difference between a University of Applied Sciences, normal universities, and 2 other types, then you can watch my full guide about university types in Germany after finishing this video. But basically, here you will have a lot of interesting internship and work opportunities. So far, Hamburg sounds great. So what are the drawbacks? Well, Hamburg is one of Germany's most important economic centers and also one of the most beautiful cities, so you can probably guess it already. Hamburg has a quite high living costs and higher cost of living than many other student cities. But how high? So in Hamburg, students typically need to pay between 900 to 1,200 euros per month to cover living expenses, with rent of course being the biggest part. A private apartment in the city center can cost upwards of 1,000 euros per month, but shared flats, so WGs, and student dormitories provide more budget-friendly options, with prices ranging between 400 and 700 euros. There are also some dormitory options that are offered by the student union at lower cost, but these accommodations are in high demand, as they are in basically any other German city. On the good side, and I'm only gonna mention this once, everyday expenses such as groceries and transportation are relatively affordable in Germany. Supermarkets like Aldi and Lidl offer reasonable priced food, so students spend maybe around 200 to 300 euros per month on groceries. At the university cafeterias, which are called Mensa, you can also get inexpensive meals, which is also true for basically any university. So now that we have covered this, I will not mention this again, so keep it in mind. To offset the cost of living, most students work part-time, which is basically the case for all of the bigger cities. In Hamburg, many work, for example, in retail, hospitality, and logistics. Because the city is a global trade hub, students in business, finance, or media careers also have access to internships and part-time jobs at major companies. Hamburg is a very special city, and you will see why in the student life and culture section, which is now. So Hamburg is a city that never runs out of things to do. They have an exciting and diverse student life. The historic port area is very, very cool. And besides that, there is a lot of live music and green spaces. And it also feels very much maritime. The port of Hamburg, so one of the largest in Europe, is a fascinating area where you can find a lot of ships and boats and obviously good seafood. Hamburg has a thriving arts and music scene with countless theaters, galleries, and live music venues. The Reeperbahn, known as the city's entertainment district, is home to music clubs, bars, and theaters. This area is one of the most vibrant places for nightlife that you can experience in Germany. One of the most vibrant. We will get into more later. Besides that, there is a lot of music everywhere. From concerts ranging from classical performances to indie and electronic music in underground clubs. Once a year, the Hafengeburtstag takes place, which is celebrating the birthday of the harbor and is one of the major events throughout the year. I haven't been able to see it, but it sounds and looks honestly very cool. Leipzig. a rising star among Germany's student cities. Leipzig is one of Germany's most exciting and rapidly growing student cities, and you'll find out why exactly soon. I'm excited about this one. Leipzig has long been an intellectual and academic center. The University of Leipzig is the city's most prestigious institution, known for humanities, natural sciences, medicine, and law. It is probably not in the top 10 universities of Germany, but still a very good university. It is a popular choice for students from all over the world, with many programs offered in English. Another significant institution is the HHL Leipzig Graduate School of Management, one of Europe's leading business schools. So this draws in a lot of students interested in entrepreneurship, finance, and corporate leadership. Leipzig is also an upcoming hub for startups and creative industries, and student entrepreneurs get good support from the universities through incubators, networking events, and partnerships with businesses. This makes it very attractive for students interested in innovation and self-employment after graduation. One of Leipzig's biggest advantages as a student city is its affordability. Students can comfortably live in the city with an estimated monthly budget of like 500 euros to 1,000 euros, making it one of the most affordable university towns in Germany. Rent is particularly low compared to other major student cities. A room in a shared apartment, so a WG, typically costs between like 300 and 450 euros per month, while student dormitories can be even cheaper, often ranging from 200 euros to 350 euros. In contrast, private apartments in the city center can be like 600 euros to 800 euros. So this is actually insane for a city that made it into the top 10. Groceries are the same as in every other city, but eating out is far more affordable than in other German cities, with local restaurants, street food markets, and cafes offering meals for as little as like 5 to 10 euros. That being said, despite its low cost, Leipzig does not feel like a cheap city. It's actually quite cool. Leipzig's student life is energetic, creative, diverse, so lots of options for music, art, history, and nightlife. The city of Leipzig is also sometimes called Leipzig, so you understand, because of its fast-growing creative scene, young population, and Berlin-like alternative vibe. Still, Leipzig is a bit more relaxed, which is a weird and interesting mix of big city life and small town vibes. The student life here offers a lot of alternative bars, underground clubs, and live music venues. The club scene is particularly famous for its electronic music culture that still have affordable entry fees. Then, in addition, it is also one of Germany's most bike-friendly cities. And one funny thing here is the canal in the city, where actually a lot of people go kayaking and paddleboarding during the summer. Students often describe the city as welcoming and open-minded, with a strong culture of activism, environmentalism, and student engagement. Many students participate in grassroots projects, sustainability initiatives, and cultural collectives. So this makes Leipzig an inspiring place to not only study, but also to take initiative and drive social change. And if you like cities with low living costs, you will also like the next one, which is Dresden. In Dresden, the most prestigious university is the Technical University Dresden. It is one of Germany's top technical universities, which is known for its cutting-edge research and strong connections to industry. It is also one of the largest universities in Germany, with around 30,000 students, which have excellent opportunities for research projects, internships, and employment after graduation. The university is also known for a very strong student support when it comes to counseling, language classes, and career support. And in addition, Dresden is also home to several Max Planck Institutes and Fraunhofer Institutes. So it is a very attractive place for students interested in scientific research and technological innovation. Just like Leipzig, as I already said, Dresden is very affordable. Pretty much the same. So a monthly budget of like 500 to 1,000 euros, depending on how you live, is enough as a student. The city has a well-organized student housing system with university accommodation available at a lower cost than most other German cities. When it comes to student life, Dresden has a well-rounded student life, but definitely a bit more relaxed. Student life is quite laid back. And maybe just my personal opinion, but I think Dresden is more beautiful than Leipzig. Dresden is quite famous for its architecture with things like palaces and beautiful churches and opera houses in the city center. The cultural scene here is known for the art collections and a jazz festival, and for students who enjoy outdoor activities, Dresden is one of the best student cities in Germany. Students go cycling and running outside next to the big Elbe River, and just outside of the city you have the Saxon-Switzerland National Park, which is a paradise for hiking, rock climbing and camping. So many students do weekend trips here. The nightlife in Dresden is lively, but honestly not overwhelming. It's a normal mix of like traditional pubs, underground clubs, music venues, but special is that the nightlife is first of all very affordable, and it also feels more local and intimate. So it's easy to meet new people, or at least easier than in other big cities. Frankfurt. a global financial hub and vibrant student city. Frankfurt is known for basically being the only city with a proper skyline in Germany, and also known because it is Germany's financial center. But there is more to it. The Goethe University Frankfurt is the most prestigious university in the city, with a strong reputation in economics, finance, law, medicine, and social sciences. It is one of Germany's largest and most research-intensive universities, with more than 48,000 students. If you want to get into banking, investment, and global business, this is the perfect city for you. With Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences, they have one of the best universities of applied sciences in Germany. And in addition, there is the Frankfurt School of Finance and Management, which is a top-ranked private business school for finance, management, and entrepreneurship, with strong ties to the banking sector and global financial institutions, which kind of makes sense to be there, as Frankfurt is the financial center of Germany. Because this is one of Germany's major financial business centers, Frankfurt has a relatively high cost of living. Students should expect to pay around 900 to 1,200 euros per month. One of Frankfurt's most significant advantage is its strong job market and professional networking opportunities. The city offers students direct access to internships, career fairs, and networking events that can jumpstart their careers. Universities often organize job fairs and career workshops, helping students transition smoothly from academia to the professional world. When it comes to student life and culture, Frankfurt is an international hub, with almost 30,000 international students from around the world. Frankfurt has a lot of museums and culture, and once a year there is the Frankfurt Book Fair, which is the world's largest publishing event. For people who like outdoors, the Taunus Mountains, just a short train ride away, is a great place to go hiking. Frankfurt is also known for their traditional cider pubs, where students can get into Frankfurt's famous apple wine culture. Now we're getting into a city that many of you have waited for, Berlin. A global academic and cultural hub for students. This is one of the most dynamic and exciting student cities in the world. And they also have a thriving cultural and social scene. As Germany's capital, Berlin is not only a political and economic powerhouse, but it is also a melting pot of different cultures, ideas, and innovation. Students in Berlin benefit from a unique blend of academic excellence, career opportunities, and honestly also an unmatched lifestyle that makes the city a favorite among both German and international students. Berlin is home to some of Germany's most prestigious universities, which offers students a wide range of academic disciplines and research opportunities. The Humboldt University of Berlin is one of the country's oldest and most distinguished institutions, which is particularly known for its programs in humanities and social sciences. Another key institution is the Technical University of Berlin, which is a leader in engineering, technology, and applied sciences, making it particularly attractive for students in the STEM fields. Meanwhile, the Free University of Berlin, also known as FU Berlin, is known for its strong emphasis on political sciences, law, and international relations. Students should expect to budget around at least 1,000 euros per month, with accommodation being the largest expense. Student dormitories are a cheaper alternative, but because they also have a lot of demand, it's quite hard to, secure a spot. When it comes to student life, it is vibrant and diverse as the city itself. Unlike smaller student cities where life revolves around the university campus, Berlin offers an endless variety of cultural, social, and recreational activities. The city is, of course, famous for its rich history and cultural landmarks, including the Brandenburg Gate, Reichstag, Checkpoint Charlie, all things related to basically after the World War. And Berlin is also one of the most international student cities in Germany, with almost 40,000 international students from more than 170 countries, which is basically almost every country already. This multicultural environment makes it easy for newcomers to find student communities, language exchange groups, and international events. Universities have many student organizations, from political and business clubs to sports and cultural societies, which help students to integrate into Berlin's academic and social life very fast. Another unique feature of Berlin's student life is the political and activist culture. As Germany's capital, Berlin hosts numerous political events, protests, and conferences, making it an exciting place for students interested in social movements, activism, global affairs. And many students engage in those kind of social projects, environmental groups, and human rights organizations, which also helps Berlin to maintain and keep its progressive and dynamic atmosphere. Then we have Stuttgart, a dynamic student city with a strong industrial presence. The University of Stuttgart is the city's flagship institution, which is also known for its engineering, architecture, and natural sciences programs. It is one of Germany's leading technical universities, particularly in mechanical and automotive engineering, which Perfectly makes sense because Stuttgart is known as the cradle of automobile. Students here have direct access to top employers like Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, and Bosch, and oftentimes doing internships or student working jobs there. So graduates are typically very well equipped for careers in Germany's highly competitive job market. Compared to other bigger cities in Germany, cost of living is more reasonable. You can expect to pay about like 850 euros up to like 1,000 euros per month, maybe more. Depends on your lifestyle, of course. It is not one of the cheapest cities, but students here have good part-time jobs. And these, of course, help to cover expenses. When it comes to student life and culture, Stuttgart is very close to the Swabian Alps. So students do weekend hikes, cycling trips, and even skiing in the winter, which is not very typical. Because even though you will have snow in all of Germany in the winter, typically there are just no hills or slopes where you can go skiing. But there they have it. Of course, they have some kind of culture, but what I would say is the most exciting for students are the festivals and events. They host the Cannstatter Volksfest, which is Germany's second largest beer festival. The Stuttgart Christmas Market is also another major event, which is super chill to walk around, and students meet up there for drinking mulled wine and watching local crafts. Stuttgart's nightlife may not be as wild as Berlin's, but there are still districts that are packed with like bars and clubs and pubs like in every other city. Stuttgart is also very international. It's a very international city, and because major global companies are there, it means that English is widely spoken. Up next is a place that most of you probably didn't have on your list, which is Bonn, a small city with global influence. Bonn is one of Germany's most charming and historically significant student cities. It is also known as the former capital of West Germany. But what about universities? It is probably not in the top 10 of German universities, but the University of Bonn is still very renowned, especially for political science, economics, law, philosophy, and natural sciences. And I gotta say, the university itself looks awesome. So cool. Very historic. I'm impressed. Okay? Because Bonn is also the headquarters of several United Nations agencies and major international organizations, students here have very unique internship and career opportunities in diplomacy, global policy, and environmental research. But how about costs? In Bonn, the living costs are quite moderate, somewhere in between the more expensive cities like Hamburg, Berlin, or Frankfurt, and the student cities in Eastern Germany, such as Leipzig or Dresden. On average, students in Bonn spend between like 800 euros to 1,000 euros per month. When it comes to student life, many students use bicycles, as Bonn is very, very bike friendly. So it's a city which has a lot of bike lanes that are only for bikes. Bonn's student life is more on the relaxed side and has a strong outdoor and recreational culture. Many students spend their free time walking or cycling along the Rhine promenade. Cologne, a city of diversity and culture. Cologne is home to the University of Cologne, which is one of Europe's oldest universities. They have more than 50,000 students and offer a range of English-taught programs. Besides that, there is the Technical University of Cologne, which is one of Germany's best universities of applied sciences. Cologne is actually a major media hub, so it has tons of opportunities for students in journalism, film, and digital media. And because it's very, very close to major business and finance centers, it makes it ideal for students in economics and management as well. You can expect to pay about like 900 to 1,100 euros per month. With a lot of media companies, business headquarters, and research institutions, students can find internships and work experience that align with the career goals, which helps them to offset their living costs while also gaining valuable professional skills. When it comes to student life and culture, Cologne's student life is also one of the most vibrant and diverse in Germany, which makes it very easy for students to integrate and make connections. In the city, you will never run out of things to do, and many people are absolutely in love with the city. Like they swear on this city. The festival culture in Cologne is legendary. With the Cologne Carnival, which you should definitely know about, it's the biggest event of the year. It's mostly in February, and basically during that time, Cologne turns into one massive street party with parades, costumes, and celebrations which just last for days. People in Cologne definitely know how to live the life. Cologne's nightlife is also among the best in Germany, with a mix of traditional beer halls, student pubs, and modern clubs. The city's international environment is another major advantage for students. It is one of Germany's most multicultural cities. And now there are only two cities left on this list: Aachen, innovation and affordability. Aachen, Germany's westernmost city, is a prestigious academic hub known for its strong focus on science, technology, and engineering. It's quite close to the borders of Belgium and Netherlands, and therefore it provides an international atmosphere, making it an attractive destination for students from all over the world. The city's high quality of education, moderate living costs, and also student-friendly culture create a perfect environment for higher education. In Aachen, there is one of Europe's most prestigious technical universities, the RWTH Aachen. It is Germany's largest technical university, and they are known for engineering, computer science, natural sciences, and medical technology. The university here collaborates with the industry a lot, so many projects are in cooperation with leading technology companies and startups. Apart from the RWTH or the RWTH, Aachen also hosts the FH Aachen, the University of Applied Sciences of Aachen, which might be the best university of applied sciences in Germany. Because the academic environment is research-driven and career-focused, students have very good internship and job opportunities in fields such as automotive engineering, robotics, and renewable energy. Many students find work placements with global companies, and because Aachen is also quite close to Belgium and the Netherlands, there's also some collaboration happening with the universities there, which makes it very international. Cost of living is quite moderate, so students typically pay between like 800 to 1,000 euros per month, which means it is maybe the best cost of living and university combination. Still, housing demand is high, so it's important to apply early and to know how to apply. Because the city is quite close to major industrial and business hubs, there are also great internship opportunities in high-tech industries, making Aachen a smart choice for students who want to gain work experience while studying. When it comes to student life and culture, Aachen is a student-dominated city where almost 20% of the population consists of students. So this is very youthful, energetic, and like just a great atmosphere with a lot of events, social activities, and nightlife options. However, not like in huge cities, here it's also a bit more relaxed. Some parts of the city can feel a little bit medieval, which is, I think, quite cool, and the international community here is extremely strong. The university has a lot of international student associations, cultural clubs, and language exchange programs. Nightlife is quite normal, but not too crazy apparently, so students sometimes even take the train to go to Cologne. Aachen's strong emphasis on engineering and innovation really shows because there are a lot of events like robotic competitions, hackathons, and student entrepreneurship programs, which bring students in to try out their skills outside of the university, which I think is an amazing opportunity. Like anything related to innovation and entrepreneurship is cool. Finally, the number one, at least according to this study. Munich, which as the capital of Bavaria, is one of Germany's most sought-after student cities, offering a unique combination of world-class universities, high standard of living, and also a rich cultural heritage. It is known for its stunning architecture, vibrant economy, and also its proximity to the Alps. So Munich provides students with an exceptional academic experience, while also offering diverse recreational and social opportunities. Even though it's one of Germany's most expensive cities, it's very expensive, Munich is excellent when it comes to education. They have a very strong job market and an amazing quality of life. So this makes it a top destination for both domestic and also international students. So let's talk about universities and education. Munich hosts Germany's two most prestigious universities. The Technical University of Munich, which is one of the leading technical universities in Europe, which also has been ranked as Germany's most employable university. It is of course known for the technical programs, but also for its entrepreneurship programs, which makes it a prime choice for students pursuing careers in innovation and industry. Equally prestigious is the Ludwig Maximilian University of Munich, or short, LMU, which is one of Europe's oldest and most distinguished institutions. LMU is excellent in humanities, social sciences, medicine, and law, and so it attracts some of the best academic minds from all around the world. And honestly, it also looks a bit cooler than the Technical University of Munich, at least some of the buildings. Munich also offers an exceptional quality of life and ranks amongst the most livable cities in the world. But you also guessed it, that means it is expensive. Rents here are the highest in all of Germany, so you would need at least 1,000 to 1,500 euros per month just for living here. The largest financial burden is housing, and a room in a shared flat is almost 800 euros on average. Again, if you have no clue about the German housing market and where to start, you can check out the step-by-step guide, which is a course where I will take you through everything from search strategies to writing convincing applications to interviews and some points about bureaucratic things as well as contracts that you just need to know. It also has a couple of example applications as well as checklists. Link is in the video description. Then for Munich, also very important to know is that the Technical University of Munich now charges tuition fees, which can be anywhere from 2,000 euros to up to 6,000 euros per semester for students outside of the EU. However, students benefit from Munich's excellent job market with opportunities in technology, finance, and hospitality. And most students there work part-time, which can give them high-paying career placements. So many see this as an investment into their future. Munich offers a great student life with lots of academic organizations, but also a thriving cultural scene. The city overall is one of the most beautiful in Germany, with lots of breathtaking architecture. In the summer, the English Garden, one of the largest urban parks in the world, is a favorite spot for students where they can relax, cycle, or even surf on the Eisbach River wave. Munich is also known for having a vibrant music and theater scene with affordable student performances. The biggest event of the year is, you can probably guess it, the Oktoberfest, the world's largest beer festival. Honestly, it's nice to be there once, you kind of have to, but it is also extremely expensive to pay like 15 euros for 1 liter of beer, since there are many beer gardens in Munich anyway. For students who enjoy sports and outdoor activities, Munich is like perfectly located because it is very, very close to the Alps, which is perfect for skiing, hiking, and mountain biking. When it comes to nightlife, the nightlife is diverse and there are a lot of student-friendly pubs and underground clubs, but it is not as wide as Berlin. But another thing where they can really shine is the entrepreneurial and startup scenes. Overall, if you're into startups, this is also a great place for it, next to like Berlin and Leipzig. So what can we say? Germany offers some of the world's best student cities, with each having its pros and cons when it comes to academic, cultural, and financial needs. Whether you prioritize affordability with Dresden and Leipzig, technical excellence with Munich, Aachen, or Stuttgart, or cultural vibrancy with Berlin, Hamburg, and Cologne, Germany provides an ideal environment for higher education. So overall, all of these cities are prime choices for students, and honestly, you cannot go wrong with any of them. However, I would be interested in your opinion because this was a study and I want to know about your opinion, what you think of the student cities. Let me know in the comments. All right, see you in the next one. Keep growing. And there's a video. You can check it.